Hello again, everyone. Coach Sullivan here. My background 38 years coaching football as either a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, or head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. I want to talk to you in this lecture about one of our two-man route concepts that we call Dakota, and this one focuses on number two coming in. Okay? So the reason we name this Dakota, D doubles, this is a double slant two-man concept. Okay, both numbers one and two are running slant routes. Okay, so first focus here is number two is coming in, and when we say in, we mean under 10. Okay, and in a slant concept, it's going to be coming in well under 10. It's going to be coming in fairly quickly. Okay. Again, I have both a tight end pro look for two receivers as well as a detached wide receiver slot look. Okay. Starting on the tight end side, okay, the rover who goes to the tight end is always going to jam number two. Boom, he's knocking back. He hears pass and or hips turn, he has to release and then expand to number one per usual. Okay. Starting with number two coming in, that kicks in the inside linebacker, who, as you recall in a previous lecture, their stance, the play side foot or outside foot, is the back and the slight stagger. As they take their little read step up and they read pass, they simply pivot on their inside foot right to number two looking. In this case, when he sees that two is to him, what is meant by cut man, cut number two man, the cut is literally your aiming point is his inside hip cutting between the quarterback and the receiver. That's what's meant by cut. So we give him the definitive landmark, inside hip, and then we want you to slam the hip, the term is wall as much as you can. And if and when he gets by you, you remain in underneath man coverage, always remaining between the receiver and the quarterback. If he goes all the way across the field, our linebacker runs with him. Okay. On the same side, what's meant by, deliver the slant when two's running away from the corner. And so is number one. So both one and two are running away from the corners. We say if possible, you always stop creating space. You need to be in what we call striking distance, plant and drive, meaning however it's T-step, road runner, whatever it is, boom, and now you got to close the gap and if possible ride the upfield shoulder of the slant. Okay, so now with the outside backer working the one underneath and the corner delivering the slant to the outside linebacker, that is effectively double covered. Okay, the safety, meanwhile, when two's in, what's meant by backdoor sit, you simply zit step with eyes to one, confirm one's release. And when you see, before you get any pedals, and when you see one is running a slant, now you're alert for a double move first before you screw down hard. And then you've stopped getting any depth. You're prepared to come down on either number two or number one. Now, there's a little difference. In a tight end set, the safety can't really help out at all with the number two slant. So effectively now the safety is looking to double team, in this case, triple team, the slant of number one. Conversely, on the other side, two's coming in. Same for the inside linebacker, except he has further to go. We teach our inside linebackers, go meet number two. Keep your eyes on the inside hip. And as you start to close the gap, now you can turn and look for the ball. Okay? However, it's got to be a quick turn because if the number two gets by you, same thing, you got to get man under and drag with him across the field. Okay? But that's where if we're making ball calls, it will help our inside linebacker. But it's the same technique, he just has further to go. If our outside linebacker is able to get hands on too, Jim, we encourage him to do that. But what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be trying to get our outside linebacker in the window just by working, in this case, to expand. Because now the outside linebacker, if in fact the running back is running this shoot route, we call it, he's got to get in case that turns into a wheel. So the corner technique is the same, except now the corner doesn't necessarily have help by the outside linebacker. So he's got to be more aggressive, ride the shoulder harder. And what the safety does, same technique in terms of zit step, confirm number one's release. Okay, be alert for double moves, including a wheel. Be prepared to help with the wheel if we need you. So don't come screwing down hard. That's what the offense is looking for. So in case of both safeties, we encourage them to read quarterback indicator. It is a zone, you are at 12 yards, and most likely 13 or 14 at this point. So when you can see, we say when the front hand's off, now you break on where the indicator's pointed. It could be 2, it could be 1, it could be the wheel. So we prefer our safeties planting and driving late on any of the slants for that reason, because otherwise we're getting set up for a double move. Okay? So that is how we match up the two-man route concept of Dakota double slant. Again, as always, if you have any questions whatsoever, please email me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com. Please make sure you make it a terrific day.